Good morning, my fellow goddesses and gods, and I am your guide today, Mary Ann Lee, and I am so honored and privileged to guide you through your practice today. This will be a moving meditation today, which is really good for people who suffer with the inability to focus or like ADD, things like that. So if you can't do stillness meditation because you're too distracted, don't be worried. We always have a solution. An alternative would be a slow flow, guided, moving meditation. You'll be able to focus more and just really tune into your breathing. Anytime you have a thought come in, just take a deep breath, breathe it out, hold the breath, and that'll help just transfer that thought out before it takes over your mind, takes away from you being in the moment. Okay, because meditation and yoga is about being in the moment and being able to just root in and ground and savor the moments and the sensations that your body is feeling at that very moment, So it's moments by moments and opportunities that we have in life to really savor and enjoy, and that makes us feel enriched. So before I go on and carry on so much, we are still supercharged by that pink moon, full moon that was on the 11th of this month, which was April. Today's the second day after that. Today's the 13th, so we're still radiating a high energy of that. And the pink full moon was in Libra, so we need to focus and find balance. And it was pink, thus the universe is telling us to focus in on our heart chakra, because the heart chakra is associated with the emerald green color with a tinge of pink in the middle for compassion. And the compassion is mostly for ourselves. It's mostly just giving compassion and love to ourselves, forgiving us. And each moment you could start anywhere. You could start over anything, anywhere. It's possible to retrain, refocus, rebalance yourself, and start over. We're human. Sometimes we could get in these vicious cycles, and we just need to reassess, withdraw, reject, and find balance. With that said, we're just going to come into lotus position. And again, I have for you my chakras, Sanscripts there, so you could remember the colors. So we'll start from the bottom, working our way up like a thermometer. Okay, and we're just going to come into lotus position. So legs into a pretzel, and we're going to just activate our chi. So we are going to, or prana, whatever you like prefer to call it, and we are just going to take 3 conscious deep breaths, and we're going to hold those breaths in. Breathe in for 5, hold in for 3 to 5, breathe out for 3 to 5. And I like to just kind of activate my palms. I see a light, almost like if you press a button, lights are coming out of my palms, just a white bright light. And make sure that spine is nice and straight. You can sit on a yoga block, kind of helping and supporting that lower spine halfway, like halfway, like wedged. And or if you have just good posture, then you're fine. So ready? Let's begin. 1, 2, 3. Make sure to take that breath down into your root chakra, and just to help the mind, creating that energy there, do a couple kegels or a couple pulses down in that area. Release that breath. Good job. And I like to close my eyes so I can focus, but whatever is your preference is your preference. And one more deep breath. Channel that energy all the way down to that root chakra where you feel the tension from the ground and the support from the ground. Channel it all the way down there to your very base. And one more last deep breath. Good job. So you definitely feel that blood flowing, the heart rate starting to get up. So that's why it's so good and beneficial for you. So your heart rate starts to feel boiling, like you're boiling inside, which makes us feel alive and invigorating. And that's what's so great just about taking conscious breaths and resetting yourself. So we're gonna go ahead and get up. I do have a yoga mat on the floor, so I do suggest that you use a yoga mat. This helps with balance. So the first chakra that we are going to focus on is the root chakra, which is the very first one, and that's the red. So when you're taking these poses, make sure to make a mind-body connection with your imagination and imagine those colors. Okay? Imagine the colors that I have here on the sound strips that are being activated right there. So we're going to imagine a red ball, a sphere of energy right here. And we're just going to warm it up by having our right palm going clockwise about 3 times. And our first asana, which is yoga pose, is going to be tree pose. So, this is a balancing pose. And whatever foot you find most and leg that you find most balanced with, foot comes right into the thigh or below the knee, but not on the knee. You don't want to hurt your joint. So you could come as far as up into the thigh. Or if that's too high for you and you're not that flexible, rest it right on the calf. It actually feels good for me this morning. And try different ones, because one day one might feel more comfortable for you than the other too, because your body just changes depending on how active you are and what you're doing. So whatever asana you take, wherever you put your leg, just make sure you have the balance, because we got to take our 3 conscious breaths to activate the chakra in this asana. So again, I'm going to activate my palms. I'm going to grow my branches. I'm going to imagine a chi ball, a prana ball of energy, like a big yoga ball that I have above me. And that is my prana that I'm going to draw down, that we're going to draw down. So just a white globe of light right above us, like a sphere of energy. And when we breathe in, we're going to take that energy down into that base root chakra and imagine the color red. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's actually easier just to keep your eyes open so you don't lose your balance. Ready? So on the mind, with your imagination, focus on those colors and focus on the sphere of energy right in front of us, right above us. Hold that breath. Good job, and breathe out. One more time. Make sure you're drawing it all the way into the base of your spine. Good job, and breathe out. One more breath. Good job, and breathe out. Okay, if tree pose was too hard for you and you couldn't balance and you couldn't focus, then we're just going to come into lotus on the floor. So just fold your knees like a pretzel. And we're just going to activate that chakra like we did at the beginning with our 3 conscious breaths. So this is just a full resting pose, asana, to open up that root chakra. So you just got to really make that mind with the energy and with the color association connection, and you can activate this chakra. You don't have to necessarily do a balancing pose, because I know sometimes people cannot balance. So let's do that pose real quick. Let's do this asana together. For those that needed more of a resting pose to do this, ready? 1, 2, 3. So we're still imagining this sphere of energy around us, our chi ball. And we're going to take that conscious deep breath in, and we're going to put it all the way in to our pelvic region, our reproductive region, and the end of the spine, and pulse it. Or release that breath. And if it helps you just hold that there just to make that mind-body connection, then hold some pressure there when you take that deep breath in. Ready? Put the pressure. Hold it. Release. Great job. One more. Great job. That root chakra is now activated, cleared, and aligned. Great job. Let's move on to the next chakra, which will be our sacral chakra. The pose for the sacral chakra today is going to be goddess pose, and we're going to imagine orange energy of light that we're going to activate with this pose. And we're going to just take a squat stance. So feet point out. Okay, and as far as down as you could go. So yes, I am in a squat stance. There we go. This really just opens up, and you can rest it, okay? Or you could hold it, whatever kind of energy you're feeling today. Ready? And we're going to take our conscious breaths, and it's going to go right to the navel. And if, like I said, if you have to put that mind-body connection, then put the pressure after your breath, and put the pressure there, centering and channeling that energy down into the navel area. Ready? I'm going to rest mine. 1, 2, 3. And you can rotate clockwise. One more. And you can even come in and just stretch a little bit before we take our next breath. And the last breath. Orange breath all the way down to the navel area. And release. Good job. Let's come up. Ooh, burning those thighs. Great job. That chakra, sacral chakra, is now activated and cleared. Next chakra is going to be our solar plexus chakra. And we are going to do warrior for that pose. So we are going to come profile view. We're going to take like a lunge stance. Feet are going to be facing the direction of your hips, keeping your hips squared. So make sure they're centered, not crunched in and turned, okay? Hips nice and squared with your chest. So like imagine that your body is a rectangle here. You want to create a perfect rectangle. All right. However wide of a stance that you need to just have that foundation and that support. We're not working on flexibility here too much. We're just activating those chakras. All right, so we're going to imagine now the color yellow. So let's activate. Let's take that deep breath, and let's just see a yellow ball of energy and breathe it in, and it's going to go to the center of your chest, right in between the two ribs. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Release that breath. Great job. 1, 2, 3. Yellow ball of energy. Yellow light. We're breathing in yellow light. And breathe out yellow light. Good job. And really kind of just bring up your hands because it helps create that chi, and breathe in, creating a little bit of momentum with that energy. And release. Oh, great job. Thighs started to burn there too. Not gonna lie. These asanas are great muscle activation poses. Okay, our next chakra is going to be the most important one, which is going to be our heart chakra. Our heart chakra, we are going to go ahead and take the ground. I'm actually going to come up on my little totem. That way you guys can see me. We're going to come down on both knees. Great. Hands are going to become and set right above our, excuse me, I'm out of breath, right above our lower back, almost if we have pockets in our jeans, and we're gonna put our hands in our pockets. And we're gonna just go back as far as you can into a slight little bridge there. Lifting up the chest, lifting up the chin. Go ahead and take your conscious breath. And our color we're gonna be focused on breathing in is emerald green with a tinge of pink in the middle of it, down into the center of your chest where your sternum is. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job. You guys stay there. I'm just going to give you another angle. 1, 2, 3. Breathe. Good job. Come up too. Come up when you breathe out. Come up. And then we realign again. Hands come to the back, lower back for support. Elbows go back. Chest draws up and towards the ceiling. Gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Chin up towards the ceiling. Breathe in the emerald green. Focusing it down into the middle of your sternum. Breathe out. Woo! Oh, good job, everyone. Now, if that really got your lower back kind of bundled up, it's okay. We're going to go ahead and take a counter pose with the next chakra. All right, the next chakra is going to be our throat chakra, which is right in the middle of our throat. And that pose is going to be candlestick. So that's going to be on the ground as well. And all right, so now we are going to focus on our throat chakra, and we are going to come down to the ground to our mat, and we're going to go in candlestick. In candlestick, I think I'm going to get cut off a little bit, but come all the way to your back. And then your hands are going to go under your lower back for support, and you're going to lift up your feet. There you go. You should feel a lot of energy in that throat because your neck kind of comes in, and that pressure is putting on your thyroid, so don't be alarmed. It's totally normal. Another good throat chakra actually would be cat. So let's do cat. Let's just come on to all fours to activate our throat chakra. And then just like a cat, when you see a cat getting stressed out and she comes up, and it come up and that spine rises, almost like if you're a puppet and someone had a string in the middle of your shoulder blades, lifting you up towards the ceiling. Chin tucks in into the chest. You feel that pressure on your throat, and that is just the energy massaging and the pressure massaging on the thyroid area, which is going to activate your throat chakra. So let's take our conscious deep breath. Ready? We just tried that pose out for a sample. Let's go ahead and take our conscious breath with it now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Back rises. Chin tucks in. And we imagine breathing in blue. Resting. Go ahead and do a cow. Cow is just the counter pose of cat. And then the spine just rises up on the lower back, lifting up towards the ceiling, countering that pose. So we get good movement and reversing that back. Ready for our second conscious breath with our cat asana. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Indigo blue. We're focusing on indigo blue here. Breathe out. Go ahead and take cow. Good job. One more last conscious breath with cat. Focusing on the indigo blue and focusing on that breath into that throat chakra, right in the middle of your throat. 1, 2, 3. Savor that sensation. Moving that stagnant energy. Go ahead and take cow. Great job. Let's just do a couple tail wags, and we're just going to look back at our tail. The left and the right. The left and the right. Left. Right. Moving that spine side to side, moving those hips side to side. Great job, everyone. Next chakra center is going to be our third eye. This is an easy resting pose, and I'll show you two different poses. You could do either a muscle activation pose or a resting pose. We'll start off with our resting pose first. So you might be a little out of breath because it is a lot of energy, moving a lot of energy. So find your heart rate going up, you're totally fine, and that's totally fine. So for this asana, for our third eye, we're going to get both of our thumbs on our left and right hand of our side. We're going to come into the eye socket on the sides of the bridge of the nose. And we're going to put pressure up and lift up and in. And then when you feel like you have like a pressure point, you'll feel a lot of pressure, but if it hurts, alleviate the pressure. Don't put so much tension onto it. And then we're going to focus on a true blue and taking that conscious breath in and up and setting it right in between our brows. All right, ready? Thumbs. 1, 2, 3. Holding that breath, seeing that true blue coming into the center of your brows. Breathe it out. One more breath. Good job. Breathe it out. One more breath. Good job. Breathe it out. Ooh, yes. That chakra is now cleared and activated. If you wanted to do a other asana, another optional of an asana is downward dog to activate that chakra. So, feet just come shoulder width apart. Fold down, hands come out. As far as like finding your perfect asana is going into plank first and then lifting up your tailbone. So you feel all that blood go to your head because your head rests, comes in full resting, letting it drag down, and then just make sure you take your conscious 3 breaths, focusing on the true blue color into the center of your brows. 1, 2, 3. Good job, release. Yeah, you definitely feel your blood all draw to the down at the center of your head. One more. And one more conscious deep breath, focusing on that true blue. Good job. And let's just walk our feet up nice and slow to your hands. Just rest in forward fold for a moment so you don't get lightheaded. And then slowly start to shift your weight and energy up. Palms come to your shins. gliding up your legs, uplifting vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slow so we do not get lightheaded. Just come into mountain pose here. Perfect. All right, our last and final chakra activation, of course, last but not least, is our crown chakra. So we're going to focus on a violet bright light, more like bright blinding light with a hue of violet in it. Okay, so for this pose, it might be more of a challenge for people. So I'm going to do two different, resting and more advanced as well. Okay, so I'll show you the resting pose first. And this is just known as ragdoll. So stance is going to be shoulder width again. And we're just going to come down. We could come up to mountain. Hands come to heart center. Forward fold. Letting the hands drop. All the energy goes back into our head again. Feel all that blood rushing to your face and to your head. You should feel pressure on the top, the very top of your head. And we're going to take a first conscious breath in, focusing on that violet bright light. And see the energy kind of like a disc above your head, like your halo. See it rotating clockwise as well, right above your head. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Release the breath. Good job. All right. Next breath. 1, 2, 3. A slight bend in the knees is helpful, people. We don't want to pass out. Breathe out. Make sure you're making that color association recognition. Violet bright light. Breathe in. Seeing our halos rotating clockwise, activating and clearing. Good job. So we're going to slowly rise up again. Hands come to the shins, gliding up our legs. Take another deep breath to find your balance. Remember to cup your head for support. We're going to come up, preparing for headstand, I'm sorry. Oops, kicked my foot. Oh, that feels good. Go ahead and take your conscious first deep breath, focusing on that violet light above your head. Breathe out. One more breath. Good job. Breathe out. And one more conscious breath, focusing on that violet light. Drawing that breath up to the apex, the very tip top of your head. And hold that breath. And release. Slowly letting one leg down as the other one follows. Slowly lifting up, vertebrae by vertebrae. All right, my fellow gods and goddesses, we completed 7 series of chakra activation and clearing through moving meditation with perfect asanas to activate each chakra. Let's go ahead and come into lotus for our closing segment of this video. Okay, coming into lotus. Make sure your spine is nice and straight. Now, savor the moment of feeling aligned and activated, seeing all your energy centers open and working. They're all rotating counterclockwise. You are all aligned in perfect harmony. You really probably feel your aura right now. If you kind of just bring your hands out, you can feel this great presence of energy. That means we did great work today. Honor it, appreciate it, and know it's always within you, and you could always tap into this comforting energy. Nice and soothing. Savor that moment. Appreciate it and thank the universe. Thank you, universe. Okay, hands come to heart center. Get ready to close us. And when hands come to heart center, I do want you to imagine all your energy centers now closing up. So everything was out and blossomed like flowers. Now we need to draw all that energy back in because we're going to go about our day. We just want to hold it and keep that charge within us. When moments that you feel you're the safest, which is usually at your house or your business, you can have your energy centers full-fledged open. But when you're at the store and you're going to be around a lot of different people's energies, you want to actually have them closed and secured and safe for you, for when you want to preciously open them again, because it's very intimate and it's very sacred. So we're going to come heart center, and I just imagine them like dimming out like lights, like on a dimmer. All of them are dimming all together to where they become total blackness. So let's just take some few deep breaths and put a mind imagination connection with that. Seeing those chakras burn out now. And however long it takes you to see that image in your mind, you will also feel the shift of it happening. Great job. Definitely feel closed now and safe. I know that this is at my access when I want to feel open, and it is sacred and it is intimate for me. So hands come heart to center. We bow into our hearts, honoring our compassion for ourselves, most importantly, and for others, acceptance and love. The light in me sees and honors and reflects the light in each and every one of you, where the whole universe resides. We are infinite. Namaste.